Hey guys, welcome back. PG Minington here with episode 64 of PG Minington's Let's Play. And this episode, I want to get some awesome stuff done. And I do hope that this is actually episode 64 because I'm not exactly sure. It's been a while since I've recorded. I believe I recorded last 3 days ago. So sorry I haven't gotten a video up in a while. But as you can see, nothing has really changed. I don't even think I've actually entered the Technic Pack since then. And yes, I'm still on the Technic Pack, which is kind of sad. But eventually we're going to break away and get back to the FTB pack, just as our server is, which is awesome. But as I said, I do want to get a lot done this episode. So first off, I'd like to go ahead and place these collectors as well as the relay down, just for the fact that I would like to speed up some of the EMC production. And the main reason I would like to do that is because, well, if you guys actually follow Frodo and actually actively watch his videos, you guys will probably notice that in his latest episode, he used the Blaze Rod exploit to actually make his EMC, or not EMC, but EU machine. So, I mean, I don't really want to do that because I feel that that's a little bit cheating, kind of. I mean, it's not that it's that bad, but, I mean, he's basically getting all of his EMC from that, and I'm getting my EMC legitimately by using the awesome thing that I figured out with the glowstone. So that is basically my main thing. So we're going to be actually ramping up our scale from what I actually thought I was going to do, and we're just going to ensure that we beat him. So, I mean, I don't exactly know what he's done, but I'm assuming that he actually has 2 nuclear reactors that are getting about 2,000 EMC, or not EMC, but EU per tick. So we're going to have to account for probably about 10,000, possibly in reactors. I mean, it might just be 4,000, but I'm assuming that he did quite a few reactors. It would not surprise me. So I'm estimating about 500,000 EMC. Now, I know that is a ton of EMC, but my goal is to actually get 100,000 EMC, or EU. Sorry, I keep saying EMC, and I don't know why, but I just do, so sorry about that. But the only problem we're going to have now is that this pipe is still connected. So let's go ahead and get rid of that. And I'm not exactly sure how we are going to fix that. So I'm assuming what we should be able to do is we're actually going to need to change this into a energy condenser as we had before. Unless what we would like to do is just place it on top of these guys. So the ones that actually need the most energy, I am assuming, are going to be the copper as well as the iron, and we're actually going to need another iron chest. So let's go ahead and pick these guys up because we will not be able to use them in their current configuration. I don't really want them to be distributing their glowstone out to where they are actually being out to. Why are those items flowing to me? Let's see. I might have, yeah, I have magnet mode on. I think I was in a test world before, and I think I was actually doing it in the previous episode because I was actually in the test world doing this kind of stuff. But anyways, no big deal. It's just magnet mode. So let's see. Coal dust is not going to be a problem. Definitely not sticky resin. Also, redstone's not going to be a problem. Copper is probably not going to be a problem because we have so many copper cables, and the sticky resin is actually able to keep up, so we should have no issues there. So here is what I am thinking I am going to do. We are going to make this stay as iron, but here is how we are going to do this. Let's go ahead and place our, let's see, if we can do that there, then we can place this guy here, and we can actually place this one here, and then this one here. And so all of that should actually be going for iron. Let's go ahead and see. Yeah, so as you can see, we are making a ton of iron by doing that, and we're actually going to change the setup a little bit as we go along. But what I'd like to do is actually grab some iron and place it into this guy. And as you can see, we now have about the same iron in each one. Let's go ahead and just take one like that, and we should continue to make our glowstone, which is awesome. I really wish that was an energy condenser, but I don't want to waste the EMC for that. And as Frodo did say, it is quite expensive to make a 512 EU per tick solar panel, which is actually known as the high voltage, but that is completely fine with me. As you can see, we are gaining copper rather quickly, which is awesome. I actually, let's see, yes, this is where I place the rest of our iron. Let's go ahead and place this bad boy right there. And yeah, this is basically going to be how we are going to get most of our stuff. And so, we are going to need refined iron for a couple of things. We're going to need it for machine blocks as well as the production of some other things. And those other things are actually only pretty much going to be the electronic circuits. So here's what I'm thinking. Let's go ahead and grab an iron chest, or a copper chest. Sorry about that. And I think I actually had this finished last episode, or did I? Let's go ahead and see if I can find a lever. I think when I checked last, I had some right here, which is great. We're going to go ahead and power this guy on and ensure that he is heating up. And so as you can see, we now have that, but we also have this guy here as the supplier pipe. So let's go ahead and grab out our wrench. I thought I had this done. Apparently I did not. So that is no big deal. Let's go ahead and see if we can grab a stack of iron really quickly and sell this guy. Uh-oh, not that one. This. Let's tell it to keep 64 in stock and sell that. Yes. So now all we have to do is throw our iron in there, and it will begin to fill this. But we're going to have to go boom and boom because of that little issue we have. I don't think Frodo has that issue, which is a sort of a disadvantage to me, but it shouldn't be any issue. Oh, crap, our induction furnace just worked. Oh, wait, both sides of the induction furnace do work. I forgot that. I thought this was a macerator for some reason, or macerator, whatever you'd like to call it. So let's go ahead and take a provider, or you know what? How would we like to do this? I am thinking we will actually use a provider to do this because we do have more provider pipes than we do the other pipes, and they are not as commonly used. You can actually do this if you are running low on not basic logistics pipes, but something else, which would actually be your Mark II as well as the extractor modules. Or actually the Mark I as well as the Mark II extractor modules is what I believe I meant. So here is what we're going to do. We're going to grab out, let's see, we can grab all of this refined iron, and we should be able to tell this guy to keep, let's see, you know what? Here is how we're going to do this. We should be able to keep, say, about 64 in here at the same time, and that should be no issue. Once we begin to rack up all of the refined iron, what we will do is actually... Oh, you know what? This will actually stop. It'll always keep 64 in there, and then it will stop producing. So we should have no issues, and this should just build up, which will be awesome. And this will go ahead. Let's leave the first stack, I think. No, we don't have to do that on this. I've just gotten used to having to do that, so let's go ahead and say that. But I don't think it should pull out of that. If it does, we will have some issues, but we should not have any issues because this is actually only pulling the normal or the refined iron, which is great. So that is done, and now all we have to do is we're gonna have to feed this into making some automatic, or not some automatic crafting tables, into some automatic crafting tables, and we're gonna have to tell it to make some of our let's see, how can we do this? We could distribute it upon 2 chests, and we could say refined iron as well as machine blocks. But instead, what I'm thinking we're going to do is get another one of these guys in here. Or not another one of those, but actually another induction furnace. So we're going to go ahead and pull from the other place over there. And why are we not actually pulling into here? Uh-oh, partial request, yes. That should save us there. And why are we actually supplying this thing? For some reason, that's going in a loop, but we should have no issue just because of that. I mean, it shouldn't really make a difference. Yeah, that didn't really make a difference. That is looping. It should be working just fine, I think. Even though that loops a little bit, I suppose. That might be a little bit bad. Let's see. If we tell it only to keep, you know what? That's not going to work at all right there. Here is what I'm thinking. You know what? We can't even do that. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm actually just going to grab another one of these guys, and this one is actually going to be our machine block chest, and the one that is going to be below this one is going to be our other. So let's go ahead and take that iron and place it into here, and I know we could actually do it another way. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and set that way up. I'm going to have to go get some diamond pipes, and we're just going to distribute it to 2 different chests. So I'll be right back. I'm going to use a redstone engine probably right there, and uh-oh. We're going to have a wooden pipe right there and have a redstone engine, and we should be able to distribute it into 2 chests, and then from there we can supply it. So I will be right back when I get that done, so I will see you guys in a sec. Alrighty guys, we are back, and apparently I have 13 logistics chassis pipes, and I did not see them. I guess that was from when I requested 16 of them. I did not see them, otherwise I would have just used them when I had the opportunity to, but I actually am going to have 14 now. As you guys see, that one did not break like last time. I do not know why it did break last time. It was a little bit strange. As I said, I had that little bit of an issue. Oh, there's another, that's a Mark II actually we get. Sweet, so we're getting all kinds of pipes here. Alright, so let's grab that and that one. Did we just break this one? Nope, we didn't. So as you can see, I did actually get 6 more, and we're just racking up the awesome cabling. I don't know what the crap it's called. Oh, glass fiber cabling. That's what it was called. Yeah, I actually was able to go get that, which was great. And so here is what my plan is now. Number 1, figure out how the crap to get out of there. And number 2, let's go ahead and plop down our redstone engine. And I was stupid enough to request like 5, and we already had 1, so it was a very stupid move on my part, but that is alright. I believe we have a lever, so I'm thinking we're just going to use this lever and go underneath with our awesome ring. I really wish there was a ring that you could like move blocks with. That would be pretty cool. I do know the portal gun will do that, but I really hope I have Klein Star energy. Okay, good. There we go. I was just worried about that because I figured my luck I would not be able to place this on a wall because you can't place those on a wall. Alright, so here is what we're going to have to do. Let's go ahead and break this guy and hopefully grab him. And let's go ahead and just place this here. And the reason I'm doing it like this is because I do not want it to look ugly. That red alloy wiring came off of the... Oh, crap. It came off of the... What did it come off of? I have no idea what it came off of. Oh, the induction furnace is over there. I also had it ran along this stone brick, I believe, in order for it to connect. So that is why that was in my inventory, as well as these pneumatic tubes. You guys saw me pick those up. So let's go ahead and I do not think we need another induction furnace, but I went ahead and grabbed it. Also, I think it was like 7 or 8, or maybe it was like 4. I don't exactly remember how many it was. But we have these distribution pipes, and we're actually going to go boom and boom. So that does seem like quite a waste, doesn't it? So let's go ahead and tell it 0 for all of these guys. Oh crap, what did I just do? I did not know that what the heck? Alright, apparently when you set them all to 0, it resets everything. So we're going to tell it to send, say, 3 to blue and 1 to this color. So that is how that is going to work. And it should actually do that. So let's go ahead and see that go there. That went 1. And let's go ahead and wait for that. That's going to go 2. And this one should also go over there, unless there was one I actually missed. And so there we go. So now it actually resets, and it should actually work properly. So as you can see, we have 3 in here and 4 in here so far. And it's going to go ahead and send it 3, and then it's going to give the other one 1. So this one is actually going to be the provider for the, whatchamacallit. What am I providing for? Let's go ahead and say that we can provide for the, you know what? Let's make this one the machine block. So let's go ahead and grab all the refined iron I have in my inventory. And guys, I can't wait for, what is it, 1.5, the update 1.5. That is going to be awesome because I'm really going to like the functionality where I can just drag and do that. And if you guys would like me to do not mod spotlights, I just said that twice in a row. Alright, what just happened? Oh, did it provide to that chest? Oopsies. Alright, but, if you guys want me to do the snapshots, I can actually do those. Just go ahead and let me know. I don't know if you guys would like me to show those, or if you just like me to stick to doing mods, which is basically what I do now. So let's go ahead and tell this that it can provide to this, and this actually needs to be stretched out one more. So that's a great thing that crap disappeared out of there because I was gonna have to break it and clean it all up. So let's go ahead and go boom, and then from here we can go boom. And the reason I'm showing all of this on screen is because I want you guys to know basically how to use logistics pipes. And I know these episodes are slow and they might be boring, but I really want you guys to get the gist of how you use your logistics pipes because they took me forever to learn, and I really didn't watch any videos on how to use them, which was probably not so bright on my part. And I know why we lost the machine block, because I grabbed the machine block. That makes sense. Why did I grab the machine block? Alright, so let's go ahead and do that, and now all we have to do is tell this that it needs that. So now it knows how to make it, and I'm not going to take that one. I figured that out way after I did it, actually, which was not very bright on my part. So, as you can see, that is actually providing to this, and I'm thinking we can actually... Uh-oh, what did I just do? Alright, good thing that didn't turn anything. So, we're going to tell this to do 4, and this can grab a 1. So, that should distribute, and we should be pretty well off by distributing like that. And we are actually generating the most EMC on that one, which is great. And I think, is there EMC going to this one? Yeah, there is. But we're going to not need this one to do iron anymore. And actually, in my test world, when I did this, I actually did it on another computer. I think, no, actually I tested some on this computer, but most was not on this computer. When I did it, it was not actually all that bright of a way that I did it. And what I mean by that is I used 2 chests for iron, and I might have actually had 3. But I also had 10, and it was like separated far away, and it just did not work out well. Now, this time, we are actually doing it rather smart because, well, if I do say so myself, not much I do is smart on here. But anyways, the way we're doing it now, we're actually distributing to 2 chests. And I never actually thought of that as a achievable idea, but I suppose it is rather achievable if you know what you're doing. And I often do not, but I think I do this time. I'm hoping that pipe's working correctly. As you see, it actually pretty much is working rather well, which is actually awesome because that's how I wanted it to work. So the generator is actually going to be made. I believe it needs a machine block. Let's go ahead and check that out. I know we need a generator, so as you can see, we need the iron furnace, which we can actually create without the, let's see, iron furnace. I'm thinking I'm going to use the machine block recipe, and we're just going to use some cobble off to the side with like a Mark 1. I know this is going to be expensive, but I really want it to work well, and I think this is going to be the most efficient way to do it. I don't want to pull refined iron from this one as well as normal iron because all we have in the system is normal iron. So the other way I did it was actually pulling iron furnaces with normal iron, as you can see like so, and I didn't actually use that way. So here is how we're going to do this one. This is going to be completely automated still, as I promised, but here is what we're going to do. We're going to have to teach it furnaces, but this is going to be, let's see, with our iron, we are going to say, let's see, this needs to be, all of these are already providing, is that correct? Let's see, this is copper cables, and as you can see, we are actually filling up rather quickly, but all we have to do is say provide here, and we should have no issue. Uh-oh, don't want to do that. Why was that going there? Alright, so let's do it like this instead, I suppose, and that's actually a 3-way now, so let's go ahead and place that guy there. That could have been why it did it. I don't exactly know why it did it, but we should be fine now. And all we have to do now is bring out a pipe towards me, which should be no issue. Let's go ahead and place that guy there. And all we have to do now is, let's see, we should be able to, let's place this guy there. And now all we have to do is branch this out to about here. And now what we can do is, let's see, so now we are actually providing. So we should be able to go boom, and that should actually link all of those, and so now we can actually get some stuff provided over to this guy. Now, I know this isn't a very efficient way of doing this build, but I want it to look pretty cool and complex. I mean, it's not going to be gorgeous, but it's going to be pretty cool. I think I know the recipe for the electronic circuit. I'm hoping I do. Refined iron, and then let's go ahead and pull some redstone from up here, which is not that chest. I believe it's I think it's actually this one. Yes, I knew that totally. Not really. And now all we have to do is go boom, and there is the electronic circuit. So from there, what we're going to do is do provider into a normal chest. I'm thinking this can still be a normal chest because we're not going to be producing all that many electronic circuits, because we do not need that many, and I just heard something behind me. I don't know exactly what that was, but let's go ahead and keep recording. Who cares? Alright, so here is what we are going to do. So we have machine blocks, but now what we're going to need is somewhere off to the side over here, we're going to need a Mark 1 energy collector. Now what that's going to be for is it's going to be hooked up to an energy condenser, and what we're going to be doing is getting our cobblestone with it. So I'll be right back. As you can see, I do have the energy in my client star for Mark 1, definitely, as well as an energy condenser. So I'll be back when I get that out of our transmutation tablet, because I do want to hurry up and get this build done. Alright, so I just grabbed our energy collector and the energy condenser, so that's great. Now all we have to do is hop back over here, and all we have to do now is go downstairs, and we should be able to plop that down. So I really wish I could make like a hole in the ground. I could maybe use a portable hole to get down here more efficiently, but I don't exactly know how we'd like to do that. But we'll probably figure it out later. Let's go ahead and grab these 2 items. There we go, and we should be able to go, let's see, we should be able to go boom, and just like that, we should have no issues creating a ton of cobble. That should be just fine for making furnaces. Let's go ahead and provide into an automatic crafting table. Let's go ahead and say put this guy here, and just tell it to make some of these guys, and I don't think we're going to be able to do it like that, will we? You know what? Yes, we will. I am doing it the hard way. Boom and boom. There we... Oh, crap. Alright, maybe not boom. Alright, so we're going to have to use another basic logistics pipe if I do it like that. But if we do it like this, we should not have to use one because it will not be a three-way intersection, which is awesome because I don't want to use another one of those things because that would be ridiculous, and I don't want to waste my diamonds because those do cost diamonds, I believe. Uh-oh, we don't want to do that. Alright, so let's go ahead and right-click, I believe. Yeah, there we go. And let's tell it partial request yes, and from here we should be able to provide. Let's go ahead and provide like so, and now what we have to do is somehow get most of this linked into the same system, and we're going to need some tin. So here is what we're going to do. I'm actually going to go grab some tin real quick, and we're going to tell this guy to produce tin. And I'm assuming we're going to need this guy as well as 1, 2, and let's see, we can say... You know what, if we really wanted to, we could actually have an automatic crafting table up high and then bring the copper over upon the ceiling, and that way we don't use any more basic logistics pipes, which sounds good to me. So I'm going to go ahead and go grab some tin if I can find it, so I will be right back. Alrighty, so I went ahead and grabbed 4 tin, which is awesome. Let's go ahead and hit the not record button, but the clock, so that I go ahead and make sure we don't run you guys over again, because I really like these episodes to end pretty near the wrapping up point that it's actually supposed to wrap up at, because most of the time I'm either a little bit over or a little bit under, but I really like it to be right on, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and place the tin there, and we can talk about that stuff later. So we are going to need 4 of these guys, but the problem is going to be, where are we going to place this? Well, what I'm thinking, let's place a supplier here and one of these guys right here, and we should be able to go 1, 2, and... yeah, I know we're going to have to run some piping all the way up to here. Why am I placing that there? That goes on top. Let's go ahead and do this, and all we need now is to tell this guy that it needs 4 tin. So let's go ahead and figure out how we do that. Let's go 1, and now what we can do is tell this guy to leave the first stack, which is great. I really like that function. I am surprised that might have not actually been added in the first version of logistics pipes, because I would have never have thought that would have been a problem. But maybe the creator of Logistics Pipes was a genius, which I'm assuming he was, because it's such a great mod. Let's go ahead and stop babbling about that, and let's see what we can do. So as you can see, holy fudge cakes, that is a lot of tin. Alright, so that is sweet. As you can see, there is much more in this chest than there is in this chest, which is quite awesome. I'm assuming what we should actually do now is ramp this down by 1, and that should be great in its own. But that chest is going to begin to pile up, so let's go ahead and take one of these as well as one of our Mark IIs, which just so happens to be, let's see, that is a quick sort module. So where do we have, oh, the Mark IIs are actually in our inventory, which is great, but we don't have any chests. So what I'm thinking is we're going to go ahead and go steal a chest from outside, unless I have some wood on me. But oh, wait a sec. We don't have enough wood. That is wonderful. Alright, I think we actually had a chest over here, an iron chest. So that should be great right here. I know there's a bunch of dirt in it, so we're going to be careful when we pick it up, which is going to be like that. And, uh-oh, we didn't get it. Crap. Alright, so we're going to have to just sit here. I'll be right back. Oh, I got it. First try. That's how we do it. Alright, so we are at the 23-minute mark, but I want to work until the very end, and my closing will be very short, and we will start right back up as soon as I change the file location for my video. So here is what we're going to do. Let's go ahead and say a Mark 1, and apparently the rest are going to pop into my hand. And let's go ahead and place an iron like so. And you know what? We're going to have to move that guy back 1, which is no issue, but we're going to have to do it right there. And a basic logistics pipe can go right there. So that is awesome. And I really like that I have a bunch of these already, because they are a pain in the butt to make. You have to wait forever to get them. That is actually great. Let's go ahead and say default route. And all we're going to want is the machine block. So let's go ahead and place 1 machine block into here. And somehow we're going to have to get the cobblestone furnaces over here. And the reason I said cobblestone furnaces is because there's a lot of furnaces now. Now that we're using a ton of mods. So that's awesome. But I think I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. Is there anything else that I can do that would take minimal time? You know what? I think there is. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's do the same thing and set this guy up. So we're just going to have to get probably about 5 of these chests. in between episodes, so I'll do that off camera, but I'm going to go ahead and wrap up. So this has been PG Mining 10, and if you enjoy my videos, if you enjoy the content that you see on my channel, please do go ahead and hit the like button, and if you have not yet, please do hit the subscribe button. It would mean the world to me. I think we're at, I don't even know how many subscribers I'm at. It's mind-baffling that we already have so many subscribers that I have. I think we're at like 160 maybe. I don't want to overestimate. I think that's what we're at. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a great new year. Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. So this has been PG Mining 10, and I'll see you next time. Peace.